Hello everyone, today we need to talk about a big change. Artificial intelligence is replacing traditional marketers and honestly, it's doing a much better job. For many years, target audience analysis was slow, expensive and often inaccurate. Marketers spent weeks doing surveys and writing long reports. Today I will show you how to do a deep psychological target audience analysis in just a few minutes using AI. And the best part, it will be much more detailed than what most marketing agencies can give you. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself. My name is Artem Kotelnikov and I'm an international entrepreneur and an expert in marketing. In my work, I use what I call the transparent marketing method. My mission is very simple: to make people experts and businesses successful. And today I want to show you how I help people grow their promotion and sales on social media using the power of AI. In this video I will show you my complete system. I call it the customer DNA. I will explain how AI actually thinks, the universal formula for writing powerful prompts. Here is what we will cover today. First, why traditional marketing demographics are dead. Second, how large language models actually work. Third, the universal formula for strong prompts. And fourth, a live demonstration of the customer DNA framework. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and like this video. It helps my channel grow. Let's jump in. Let's start with a simple question. What is target audience analysis? If you ask a classic marketer, they will show you demographic data. They will say your customer is a male, 35 to 40 years old, married with a monthly income of $3,000, living in a big city. But let me ask you, does this help you write a good ad? Does this tell you why this person buys? No, it doesn't. Let me give a famous example. Think about two men. Both were born in 1944. Both are rich, successful and live in the UK. Both have married twice and love dogs. One of them, the King Charles. The other is Ozzy Osbourne, the famous rock star. Demographically, they are exactly the same, but do they buy the same thing? Do they listen to the same music? Do they have the same lifestyle? Of course not. If you try to sell to them using the same message, you will fail. Let me show you another example. Look at the slide. Here we have the startup hustler and the corporate manager. Both of them are buying AI software. Let's look at their actual lives. The startup hustler is working at 3 a.m. He has no budget, no team and a lot of stress. He buys AI software to solve a real problem, to write copy, automate his work and save his business. He buys it for survival. But look at the corporate manager. He's smiling in his fancy boardroom. He doesn't have a real problem to solve. He buys the same AI software because he wants to show his boss that his department is innovative. He wants to write AI synergy on his reports so he can get a promotion. They buy the exact same software, but for completely different reasons. If you try to sell to them with the same ad, you will lose one of them. And one more funny example. Look at this. Here is a Monday Dreamer and the Gym Crusader. Both pay for fitness. The Monday Dreamer buys a gym membership, brand new colorful sports clothes and a fancy smartwatch. He lays on his sofa, his glazed donuts and looks at his watch. He feels healthy just by buying this thing. He's buying hope. By the gym doesn't care about fancy sports clothes. He is in the gym lifting heavy iron, sweating and pushing his limits. He's buying physical. If you write a fitness ad, you cannot sell both of them in the same way. The Monday Dreamer needs an ad about easy starts and motivation. The gym man needs an ad about hard work and performance. This is why demographics are dead. Today we need to focus on psychographic. We need a focus on the customer brain. Specifically, we need to understand 4 key elements on psychology. First, their 3 a.m. fears, what keep them awake at night. Second, their inner dialogue, what they think but never say out loud. Third, their past failures, why their previous attempts to solve the problem failed. And fourth, their wildest dream, their ideal, magic fantasy of success. If you know these four things, you can write ads that them right between the eyes. Now, how can AI help us find this deep psychological insight? To understand this, we need to know how large language models, or LLMs, actually work. Many people think that ChatGPT or Claude are just as smart Google search engines. They think AI just copies text from the internet, but this is wrong. An LLM is a prediction engine. It's trained on billions of pages of human text, book, blogs, forums, and reviews. Because of this, AI understands human psychology and how people express their feelings. When you give the AI a role, for example, a consumer psychologist, the AI doesn't just search for facts, it simulates how a psychologist would think. It connects the dots between a problem, an emotion, and buying decision. However, LLMs have a memory limit called the context window. If you give the AI too much information at once, or ask it to do 10 tasks in one prompt, it gets confused. This is why we must use a structured, step-by-step framework. Before I show you my demonstrate, let's ask about how to write a strong prompt. Most people fail with AI because they write simple prompts like write a target audience profile for a fitness coach. This is too simple. The output will be generic and boring. A professional prompt must follow a formula. Here is the formula I use. First, role. Tell the AI exactly who is. Give it authority. Second, context. Explain your business, your product, and your goals. Third, task. Give a clear, specific job. Fourth, constraints. Set rules. Tell the AI what not to do. And fifth, examples. Show the AI the format you want. For example, in my role prompt, I tell the AI act as the world's best marketing analyst with 50 years of experience. You specialize in behavior psychology. In the constraints, I tell it use raw, unfiltered language. Write exactly how customers think as if we are listening to their private conversation. This changed the output completely. The AI stopped using boring corporate language and starts writing real human thoughts. Now, let's look at the system I created. I call it Customer DNA Framework. I organized it into tabs. We do not ask the AI to do everything in one prompt. Instead, we train it step by step using 5 parts. Part 1 is an identify and worldview. Who is the person and what are their values? Part 2. It's pains and fears, their main problems and emotional triggers. Part 3 is barriers and myths. Why are they stuck? What failed in the past and what lies do they believe? Part 4 is life after solution, what their ideal future looks like. And part 5 is decision triggers, the final trigger that make them buy. We send these parts to the AI one by one, and finally we send the reference guide to set the exact rules of the analysis. Now, let's do a live demo. And how it works. First of all, we go to our prompts. There is a lot of prompts instruction, and we just copy with Command A or Control A all this text in one tab. And then we need to go to, for example, ChatGPT, open new chat, and paste it into. Okay, let's start. I use ChatGPT Think model. The AI replies, yes, I understood, stepping into this role. It is now simulating our expert marketer. Next, I sent parts 1 to 5 and then the reference guide. At the end of the guide, we have a trigger sentence that asks the AI to ask us questions about our niche or our business, our expert, and something like this. I will do it faster. I just take step, Command A, Command C, ChatGPT, paste, enter, and when ChatGPT think, I go to the next step, Command A, Command C, ChatGPT. Okay, next step. It's really easy. Next step. Part 5. And final part, and after that, AI will ask us about our niche. And as you see, you can easily ask about your product. For example, you can do it more easily. My secret tip, instead of just writing a simple answer, you can paste the text transcript or use transcript here, use a microphone and answer this question. I prepared these answers before and I just paste my answers to ChatGPT, and it's for my personal mentorship program called Social Client Accelerator. And look how it starts work. Look at it's incredibly detailed. Look on this. How it's really perfect, and we just AI use the part to part. Look at this. The first part, and he write a lot of information, a lot of detailed information. Look on this. You can use it everywhere. And this is only the first part. It's incredible. Look. It's only the one part. And if we copy that and, for example, go to our Google Docs, look, on the first part, it's on how much page? It's only for 33 pages, only one of this part. And we say to the ChatGPT, please, next part. It's just incredible. For this kind of work, marketing agencies cost about $2,000 for this type of analysis. It's unbelievable, and you just do it for a few minutes, maybe 1 hour. And it's really incredible. You look how it works, and you look my magical formula and prompt for this. You understand everything about your prospect. Look at the part 2, there are a lot of core problems and everything. One problem, for example, problem 3a, makes content faster, but the result feels generic, fake, or reputationally dangerous. And there is a what problem exposed my clients. Okay. It's really magic. And we go to the next part. Copy. And go. Paste. Part 2. Okay. Oh, look on this, the fear that is stronger than their desire to solve the problem. Fear of visible, expensive failure. They want more time, more leads, more consistent content. But the fear, what if I invest, follow the process, become visible, and still nobody buys? Yes, I suppose you'll think about that. Still work on third part, and there is a lot of information that you can use, and this information you can use for context of AI about you, about your company, customers, to create everything: ads, offers, sites, whatever, anything in marketing. Use this customer DNA. Third part is ready, and now we go to the next part and copy that part when ChatGPT thinking. And go to our look, only third page only for 50 pages. After that, you will have really a book about your business. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. You can know everything. You can give it to AI. You can give it everywhere, and it works really fast. You just copy paste, and wow, this part really work. And then last. Copy. Look, the last one part ready, and we copy the final. Look on this, there is 5 parts. It's about 200 pages. You can take these exact words and use them to write headlines for your ads, landing pages, your emails, everything. You don't need to guess anymore. You know exactly what they want to hear. This is how you use AI to do a deep target audience analysis. It saves you time, it saves you money, and it gives you a complete plan to your marketing. Remember, the analysis is the foundation for everything in your business. With this information, you can create amazing lead magnets and produce high quality content. It's the best way to grow your business organically and build the most powerful offer on the market and build a trust with your audience. If this was interesting for you, please like this video, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. In my next video, I will show you how this works in detail and how you can use it for your own business. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.